All right, so you're ready to make your crypto really work for you, right? Good. Today we're diving into one of the biggest decisions you're going to make, picking the right staking pool. If you get it right, you can maximize your rewards, but get it wrong and you're just taking on more risk. So let's make sure you get it right. So, you've decided staking is the way to go. You want to earn those rewards. That's fantastic. But where do you even start? The thing is, the right pool can make a huge difference in what you actually earn. Choosing wisely is everything. First, though, let's just make sure we're on the same page about what a staking pool even is. Okay, quick refresher. A staking pool, think of it like teamwork. It's power in numbers. It's just a way for a bunch of crypto holders to pool their resources together. This collective power, well, it boosts everyone's chances of validating blocks on the network and, more importantly, sharing in the rewards. And the best part, it works even if you're starting with a pretty small amount. Now, to help you sort through all the options out there, we've put together a super simple but really powerful checklist. We're going to walk through the 4 most important things you absolutely need to investigate before you even think about committing your assets to a pool. First on our checklist, fees. I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. The difference between, say, a 1% fee and a 5% fee can add up to thousands of dollars over time. This is the money that comes directly out of your earnings, so it eats right into your rewards. So why do these fees even exist? Well, think about it. The operators are running servers 24/7, they're maintaining the software, they're handling security. They charge a small cut of your rewards for doing all that work. The key takeaway here is just super simple. Lower fees mean more of those rewards end up where they belong, in your pocket. Okay, next up, let's talk about pool size. Now, your first gut reaction might be that bigger is always better, right? I mean, more people, more power. But in the world of staking, it's actually not quite that simple. Yeah, this is where a kind of weird concept called saturation comes into play. On some networks, once a pool gets too big, the rewards for each person actually start to go down. It's the network's way of encouraging decentralization, of spreading the wealth. So what you're really looking for is that balanced pool. One that's big enough to be consistent, but not so huge that your slice of the pie gets smaller. That sweet spot, that's usually found in those medium-sized pools. This next one, this is absolutely crucial. You are literally entrusting your assets to someone else to manage, so you have to investigate how reliable the pool operator is. This is all about trust and, frankly, their technical skills. So what does a reliable operator even look like? Well, you're searching for these 3 things. First, transparency. Are they open about how they do things? Second, uptime. Do they have a rock-solid record of keeping their nodes online all the time? Any downtime at all can mean you miss out on rewards. And finally, security. What are they doing to protect the pool and your assets from an attack? All right, our final checklist item is all about knowing the rules of the game. Every single pool has its own terms and conditions, and just jumping in without reading the fine print, well, that can lead to some really nasty surprises down the road. 2 of the biggest rules you gotta watch for are the minimum stake requirements and any lock-in periods. I mean, can you even join with the amount you have? And if you do stake, how long is your crypto going to be tied up before you can touch it? Knowing the answers to those questions is critical for managing your own money and your flexibility. Okay, so we've gone through the checklist for how to pick a winner. But to give you the whole picture, we really have to talk about the other side of the coin, the risks that are just part of the deal when it comes to staking. And here's the thing, these risks are all tangled together. Market volatility can hammer the value of your staked crypto. Poor operator performance, like a lot of downtime, can mean fewer rewards for you. And in the absolute worst-case scenario, a huge mistake by an operator could lead to something called slashing. That's when the network actually penalizes the pool by taking away a chunk of its stake. And that is why operator reliability isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a critical part of managing your risk. So we've covered the checklist, we've covered the risks. Let's bring it all together for the final takeaway here. How do you actually make that smart choice? Look, here's the bottom line. Your goal isn't to find a pool that's number 1 in just a single category. The real goal is to find one that's strong across the board. Low fees, a great reputation, that optimal size we talked about, and a history of solid performance. That balanced approach, that's the real formula for success in staking and building that passive income. And we'll just leave you with this one last thought. You now have the tools for how to choose a great staking pool. But the bigger question, and this one's for you, is have you defined your personal why? What are your goals? What's your risk tolerance, your timeline? Answering that is the true first step to making the right choice for you.